time. Well, that was appropriate. Timestamp September 10th, 2025, about 5 p.m. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Got an armful of stuff for the burn barrel, a phone, and we're walking Acorn. And I have misjudged the situation. Because the burn barrel is not going to happen. See, and this is what I was talking about. It said 15%. Partly cloudy. Liars. I'm going to put that down right there on the lanai. And no one will notice because no one will notice. Because no one will notice. Well, that changes that. So Pix came over. Went through another I'll say 2 feet of paperwork. And I'm not really exaggerating. That's an armful of... Did I get it? That's an armful. That's like not even 10% of what she sorted. And again, my mom never met a piece of paper she didn't want to keep aspect of the world. Yeah. So I was going to go to the burn barrel. I didn't even hear that sneaking up. See, we're actually starting to go out of what would be considered Florida summer, so it's supposed to be not as rainy in the next day, week, month. There will still be rain, especially if we get hurricanes and stuff out there. Then that can sweep all kinds of muck our way, and we will be in the soup. But yeah. So check the weather reports today. It was like in between 5 and 15% all day. Partly cloudy. Probably not gonna rain. Oops. So just kind of tuning into the news here and there. Apparently Charlie Kirk was shot at an event in Utah. I do not advocate violence. You know, war is one thing. That's not cool. I'm hearing he's going to be okay. I'm hearing he was shot in the neck. Blood was spewing everywhere. I don't know what to think. I personally don't like the guy. He's pretty much a MAGA talking piece. The irony is that one of his big things from what I've seen has been his Second Amendment stance. Well-regulated militia. I do think you should have guns to be able to protect yourself because everybody seems to have guns. I always think of that Maverick line. Everybody's got guns. Because, you know, these days they do. Everybody got guns. But I don't think you need military grade, you know, like AR-15s, stuff like that. I don't think you actually need that in your daily. I think that's overkill. No pun intended. I mean, I'm a big fan of the armor divisions, but I'm not going to stomp my feet because I'm not allowed to have an Abrams. I'll tell you what, I don't need an Abrams. It doesn't have to be state of the art. Just give me an old Sheridan. No. But I need it for home defense. The rain lighten up a little bit, so I'm going to at least deposit this in the barrel. It's going to get wet, but it'll get dry again because it will at some point become 90 degrees again. Because, Florida. But yeah, no. Shooting that, no, don't do that. Don't do that. We can definitely disagree. And I think we should. It's healthy for our democracy. Do I think he's wrong on about every issue? Yes, I do. Hey, Scrappy wants to not stand right under me when I'm doing that. But yeah, we don't. That's not how we do things. He can be wrong and also not have to worry about being shot while speaking at an event. There were other people that wanted to hear him speak, even though I personally don't know why. Because I do. I find him kind of repulsive. What the hell is this? Oh. Some kind of gun magazine my dad got. Like a little pamphlet magazine. The irony, right? But my dad's a Vietnam vet who was convinced a burglar was breaking in every day of the week, so enter the RRR aspect. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've got a couple of bang bangs. I do. I don't feel the need to carry them every day. Oof. Scrappy. Speaking of guns, what did you do over there? Dropping bombs. Do I think our government and law enforcement is failing us? Government, yeah. Law enforcement, depends on the moment. I think most of them are doing a good job. They're trying to. Heard a weird thud over there. It's probably a bunny. Come on, Scrap, we're going in. But yeah, that. I got mud on my shoes. We can shut people up politically, not physically. That's not okay. If he's done something wrong, arrest him. We all know there are some people that have done some things that are wrong that haven't been arrested, but clock's ticking on that, I hope. You ready? More than? Yeah. Dish is going. So I went to the post office, dropped off a couple of items. Sit. Good boy. Go munch. You didn't go outside. Damn it. Sponging for treats. Oh. I don't know why my hands are itching lately. Oh, man. But yeah, violence. Nope, we don't need to do that. I'm not surprised by it. I'm not surprised by it. Not a bit. And regarding other shootings that have happened over the past year, what have you, not surprised by those either. One of them has me a little mystified because we're not asking questions about it. But I'll ask one for you. Go ahead and look this up. Look at video footage and stuff. Doesn't Trump's ear look great? Looks pretty good. Man, it looks like it never got touched by a bullet or a random piece of glass or anything. It looks perfect. No scar. He heals like a champ, which is unusual for a 79-year-old. Who has good friends in the wrestling community. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That one still smells. It's great publicity, though. Yeah, we're doing some Harry and David breakfast blend and Sylvester. No particular reason, just what I grabbed out of the cabinet. I've got 40 choices and they're all cool, you know. But I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Because of stuff and things and everything that's gone on over, like, especially the past 2 years, I have come to the point where I'm keeping in my life things that matter to me. Things that make me happy, things that give me joy. Because I feel pretty good, by the way. A little tightness in the chest, but I think a lot of that's just the stress of, everything. I don't know how much time I got. Neither do you, right? So I'm going to make sure that when I do things, they are things that I enjoy. I'm surrounded by things that make me happy, while attempting to also not drastically clutter up the world for my kids. Because I don't want to ever do to my kids what my parents have basically done to me. Because I've got a lot of just crap to swim through before I can make anything from this. And I know some people probably think that I'm whining. Maybe I am a little bit, but I'm also just speaking truth. Because you're going to see videos, or maybe you won't, maybe you'll cancel, I don't care. I'm welcoming you into my world. I'm real. I'm not AI. This is a real person telling you their life story. But you're going to see videos for the next year and a half, 2 years of ups and downs and going through stuff, discoveries, refurbishments, redecorating. I'm going to transform this place once I'm able to. But I have to dig it out first, like an excavation. So, whether you want to be a part of that or not, it's your call. Like, subscribe, share, whatever. But this is my world, and I'm allowing you to see a part of it. But yeah, no, I'm real. Not AI. Not yet. I don't think I am. I think I'm real. Does AI think it's real? We're getting into some real Blade Runner Nexus 6 kind of questions, aren't we? Yeah. More human than human. Anyway. Love that film. Anyway. I gotta hand wash some plastics that I don't want to put in the dishwasher because they might get melty. Don't know. Don't want to take a chance. I cleaned off the stovetop so I can put some newspaper down as a drying mat of sorts for said plastics. I'm going to make some more coffee because this was the last of the pot. Sadness, but I can make more. And I'm going to continue. I've already made a few, like many boxes disappear out of the dining room and or the kitchen. I know what I'm going to do. I got a plan, but now I have to actually execute the plan. But, regarding Charlie Kirk, this is going to sound nasty. Thoughts and prayers. I don't want you to die. That's not the right answer here. But the rhetoric you support is exactly what brought us to this point. This is you being bitten by the snake that you said was okay. Most of the other kids are saying maybe that's not a good idea. And some of the kids are like, yeah, touch it. Here we are. When's going to be a good time to talk about not taking guns away, but just better laws to make sure the wrong people don't have them, or that you don't have weapons that you really don't need for home defense, for personal defense. If I can't have, again, doesn't even have to be an Abrams. Give me a Sherman, give me a Sheridan. I'll take a World War II, vintage tank, that's fine. They're still sexy. I love them. Played a lot of video games. Those are some sexy old beasts. Sure. You don't need an AR-15. I don't know what he got shot with. Don't know. I just saw the initial. Looks like he might have been shot. Film at 11. But if you've committed felonies, you shouldn't have one. If you raise red flags from a psychological standpoint, you shouldn't have them. If it is a weapon of war, you don't need it. If you need an AR-15 for hunting, just go to the meat market. Just go to the meat market. The very nice guy, Sam, I think, will cut whatever you want. They went to school for it. They're professionals. By the pound, by the half pound, an entire flank, whatever you want, they'll hook you up. If you need one of those to go hunting, though, just stay home, go to the meat market. Please. Anyway. Stay safe, keep your head down. Make it a great day.